Namaste students, I am Monica Megpara, subject accountancy grade 12. Today let's start chapter number 1, financial statements of not for profit organizations. Preparation strategy for this chapter. It has been noticed that this chapter is a scoring from examination point of view. The weightage of this chapter is 10 marks. Questions of 1, 3 and 6 marks are usually asked from this chapter. The important topic is preparation of income and expenditure account. Meaning of non-profit organizations. Not-for-profit organizations, also known as non-profit organizations. Non-profit organizations are those organizations whose objective is not to earn profit but to provide services to its members and to the society. These organizations are set up for the welfare of the society as a whole rather than the benefit of any one individual. These organizations are generally formed for the purpose of promoting culture, art, religion, education, etc. For example, clubs, hospitals, libraries, schools, societies for promotion of sports, arts, and culture, etc. Characteristics of not-for-profit organizations. Non-profit organizations are separate legal entities different from its members. Non-profit organizations are formed for providing service to a specific group or public at large, such as education, healthcare, recreation, sports, etc. These organizations provide service free of cost or at nominal cost and not to earn profit. These are organized as charitable trusts, societies, and subscribers to such organizations are called members. The affairs of these organizations are usually managed by a managing committee elected by its members. The main sources of income of such organizations are subscription from members, donations, legacies, grant in aid, income from investment, etc. Capital fund. The capital fund raised by non-profit organizations through various sources are credited to capital fund or general fund. The surplus generated in the form of excess of income over expenditure added to capital fund. Deficit, if any, is subtracted from the capital fund. Annual accounts of non-profit organization comprise of receipt and payment account, income and expenditure account, and the balance sheet. The accounting information provided by such organization is meant for the present and potential contributors to meet the statutory requirements. The non-for-profit organization earn their reputation on the basis of their contribution to the welfare of the society rather than the customers or owner satisfaction. Most of the transactions of non-profit organizations are in cash or through the bank. The final accounts of non-profit organizations comprise of receipt and payment account. It records cash receipt and cash payment. Income and expenditure account. It records income and expenditure of a particular year. Balance sheet. It shows the financial position of the organizations. It should be noted that there are some organizations who carry out a business with a profit motive and professional like doctors, lawyers who conduct most of their transactions in cash also maintain this account. Before moving further, let us discuss the accounting treatment of important items in detail. First one, specific donation received. That is, donations that are to be utilized for a specific purpose. For example, donation for the construction of library, laboratory, etc. In receipt and payment account, debit or receipt side. In balance sheet, liability side under a separate head. General donation received, that is donation to promote a general objectives of the organization. In recipient payment account, debit or receipt side. In income and expenditure account, credit or income side. Legacies, that is the amount received as per the will of deceased person. Recipient payment account, debit or receipt side. In balance sheet, liability side under a separate head. Entrance fee or admission fee, that is the amount paid by an individual at the time of becoming a partner. In recipient payment account, debit or receipt side. In income and expenditure account, credit or income side. Life membership fees, that is lump sum amount paid by members instead of paying a periodic subscriptions. In recipient payment account, debit or receipt side. In balance sheet, liability side under a separate head. Sale of old asset. In recipient payment account, amount realized is shown on the debit or receipt side. In income and expenditure account, profit is shown on the credit of income side and loss is shown on the debit or expenditure side. In balance sheet, asset no longer appears. Sale of old newspapers, magazines and periodicals. In recipient payment account, debit or receipt side. In income and expenditure account, credit or income side. Sale of sport material. It is regular feature of a sports club. In recipient payment account, debit or receipt side. In income and expenditure account, credit or income side. Payment of honorarium, that is amount paid to a person for rendering services to an organization. In recipient payment account, credit or payment side. In income and expenditure account, debit or expenditure side. General grants received by the organization from the government. Recipient payment account, debit or receipt side. In income and expenditure account, credit or income side. Specific grants received by the organization from the government. Recipient payment account, debit or receipt side, and in the balance sheet added to capital fund. Revenue receipts such as rents, proceeds from entertainment, concerts, shows, lectures, interest on investment, etc. In recipient payment account, debit or receipt side. In income and expenditure account, credit or income side. Revenue expenses such as salary, rent, depreciation, etc. In recipient payment account, credit or payment side. In income and expenditure account, debit or expenditure side. Capital expenditure such as purchase of plant and machinery. In recipient payment account, credit or payment side. And in balance sheet, asset side under the name of the asset. Let's see accounting treatment of subscription. It is the membership fee paid by the members on annual basis. It is the main source of income of NPO. Subscription relating to the current year, whether received or not, are shown on the credit side of income and expenditure account. Subscription not received, that is outstanding, are shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Subscription received in advance for the following year are shown on the liability side of balance sheet. Subscription received during the year is shown in receipt and payment account. Here, table showing calculation of subscription to be shown in income and expenditure account. In that, first one, subscription received during the year, whether in respect of previous, current or future period, as shown in receipt and payment account. Add subscription outstanding at the end of the year. It is added because outstanding subscription at the end of the year represent the subscription of current year, which is not received. Add subscription received in advance in the beginning of the year. It is added because it represents the subscription of current year which has been received in advance during the previous year. Subtract subscription outstanding in the beginning of the year. It is subtracted because it represents outstanding subscription of previous year which has been received in current year. Subtract subscription received in advance at the end of the year. It is subtracted because it represents advance subscription for the coming year. And finally, subscription to be shown in income and expenditure account. Here you can see format of subscription account. In the previous slide, it was in the form of statement, and here it represents in the form of account. Whatever you added in previous slide, that you have to write here on credit side. Whatever you subtracted, that you have to write here on debit side. Let's see example. A club received rupees 20,000 as subscriptions during the year 2005-06, of which rupees 3,000 relate to year 2004-05, means previous year, and rupees 2,000 to 2006-07, means future year, and at the end of the year 2005-06, rupees 6,000 are still receivable, means outstanding subscription. In this case, receipt and payment account will show rupees 20,000 as receipt from subscription, but the income and expenditure account will show 21,000 rupees as income from subscription for the year 2005-06. Let's see calculation. Here you can see subscription received in 2005-06 rupees 20,000, less subscription for the year 2004-05 3,000, less subscription for the year 2006-07 2,000, add subscription outstanding for the year 2005-06 6,000. So income from subscription for the year 2005-06 rupees 21,000. Now let's see calculation of the cost of consumable goods. Consumable goods are the items which are consumed during the year, such as stationery, sports material, foodstuff, medicines, postage, etc. NPO have a stock of consumable goods at the end of the year. The income and expenditure account will show correct surplus or deficit only if the goods consumed are debited to income and expenditure account and closing stock is shown in the balance sheet. Then, how to calculate that? First, opening stock of the consumable goods. In that, add purchases during the year. From that, subtract closing stock, and whatever balance remaining is to be shown in the income and expenditure account. For example, the receipt and payment account shows a payment for stationery amounting to rupees 40,000, means stationery purchases rupees 40,000, and there is an opening and closing stationery amounting to rupees 12,000 and rupees 15,000, means opening stationery stock 12,000, closing stationery stock 15,000. Let's calculate amount of expense on stationery. First of all, opening stock 12,000. In that, add stationery purchases rupees 40,000. From that, subtract closing stock 15,000. So you will get answer 37,000, the amount of expense on stationery for this year. As we have learned, final accounts of NPO comprises of receipt and payment account, income and expenditure account, and balance sheet. Let's see first one, receipt and payment account. The receipt and payment account is merely a summary of cash book. It is prepared at the end of the accounting period and is maintained on cash basis of accounting. All cash receipts are recorded on the debit side and all cash payments are recorded on credit side of the account. It starts with the opening balance of cash and ends with closing balance of cash. Receipt and payment, whether capital or revenue, and whether it relates to current year, previous year, or next year, are recorded in this account. Let's say silent feature of this account. Receipt and payment account is a real account in nature. It is basically a summary of cash book. In this account, all cash receipts and payments, irrespective of period to which they pertain, are shown. All cash receipts and cash payment, whether of capital nature or of revenue nature, are included. Receipts or payments made through bank are also recorded. Non-cash items such as depreciation, outstanding expenses, accrued income, etc. are not shown in this account. Okay. Let's see format of receipt and payment account. Whatever cash received, debit side or receipt side, or whatever cash paid, payment side or credit side. Very simple. Now let's see example. From the following particulars relating to Silver Point, prepare a receipt and payment account for the year ending 31st March 2002. Opening cash balance rupees 1000, opening bank balance rupees 7200, subscription collected for 1999 500 rupees, 2000 7600 rupees, and for 2001 rupees 900. So total subscription 9000 rupees. Sale of refreshments 1000 rupees, entrance fees received 1000 rupees, sale of old sports materials 1200, donation received for pavilion 4600 rupees, rent paid 3000 rupees, sports material purchases 4800, purchase of refreshment rupees 600, expenses for maintenance of tennis court rupees 2000, salary paid rupees 2500, tournament expenses 2400, furniture purchased 1500, office expenses 1200, and closing cash in hand rupees 400. So first of all, you have to prepare receipt and payment account from the above information. Let's see solution. Books of Silver Point receipt and payment account for the year ending 31st March 2002. Debit side, receipt side, credit side, payment side. In receipt side, first of all write balance BD, cash balance and bank balance. Subscription received, total subscription 9000 you can write outside. Sale of refreshment, entrance fees, sale of old sports material, donation for pavilion. These all are the receipt. So we will write on receipt side. While on the payment side, rent paid, sports material purchase, purchase of refreshment, maintenance expenses for tennis court, salary paid, tournament expenses, furniture purchased, office expenses, and remaining you will get balance sheet, but in that closing cash balance given. So balancing figure is closing bank balance. Let's discuss about income and expenditure account. It is the summary of income and expenditure of the accounting year. Income and expenditure account is a nominal account in nature and serves the same purpose as the profit and loss account. Income and expenditure account is prepared at the end of accounting period on accrual basis to ascertain the net operating results. It records only revenue items relating to the current period. All expenses and losses are recorded on the debit side and incomes and gains on the credit side. It shows the net operating result in the form of surplus, that is, excess of income over expenditure, or deficit, that is, excess of expenditure over income, which is transferred to the capital fund in the balance sheet. Let's discuss features of income and expenditure account. It is a nominal account. No capital items are entered in this account. Its debit side includes all the expenses pertaining to the particular period, and credit side includes all the income pertaining to the same period. No opening and closing balances are recorded in it. No item, either revenue or expenditure, pertaining to the past period or the future period is entered in this account. Only current period items are recorded. This account is prepared in the same manner in which a profit and loss account is prepared. Credit balance is called excess of income over expenditure, that is surplus, and debit balance is called excess of expenditure over income, that is deficit. Here you can see format of income and expenditure account. Let's discuss important points for preparing income and expenditure account from receipt and payment account. Do not transfer any asset including opening or closing balance of cash and bank to income and expenditure account. Revenue expenses are recorded on expenditure side, that is debit side, and revenue income are recorded on the income side, that is credit side. Non-cash transactions such as profit or loss on sale of fixed assets, depreciation, etc. are taken into account while preparing income and expenditure account. Those adjustments or items which relate to current year are to be added, and those which relate to previous year or following years are to be subtracted. Let's see example number 4. From the receipt and payment account given below, prepare the income and expenditure account of Kling Delhi Club for the year ended 31st March 2007. Receipt and payment account for the year ending 31st March 2007. On the receipt side, balance BD rupees 3200, subscription received 22,500, entrance fees received 1,250, donations received 2,500, rent of hold received 750, sale of investment rupees 3,000, salary paid 1,500, rent paid rupees 800, electricity charges paid 3,500, taxes paid 1,700, printing and stationery 380 rupees, sundry expenses rupees 920, books purchased 7,500, government bond purchased 10,000, fixed deposit with bank on 31st March 2007 5,000 rupees, and balance sheet cash in hand 400 rupees and cash at bank 1,500. You can see solution. Here revenue expenses are on the expenditure side, that is debit side, and revenue income are recorded on the income side, that is credit side. On expenditure side, salary rupees 1,500, rent rupees 800, electricity rupees 3,500, taxes rupees 1,700, printing and stationery rupees 380, sundry expenses rupees 920. On income side, subscription received rupees 22,500, entrance fees received rupees 1250, donation received rupees 2500, rent of hall received rupees 750. This sum shows the net operating result in the form of surplus, that is excess of income over expenditure, which is transferred to the capital fund in the balance sheet. Now, let's discuss about balance sheet. Balance sheet is prepared by NPO to ascertain the financial position of the organization. It is prepared on the same pattern as that of the business entities. Balance sheet is prepared at the end of the accounting period after preparing income and expenditure account. Sometimes balance sheet needs to be prepared at the beginning of the year in order to find out the opening balance of the capital or general fund. The balance sheet shows asset on right hand side and liabilities on the left hand side, along with capital fund or general fund. The capital fund or general fund is in place of capital, and the surplus or deficit as per income and expenditure account shall be added to or deducted from this fund. Here you can see format of balance sheet. Let's say example number 5. Show how you would deal with the following items in the final account of club. Prize fund rupees 80,000, prize fund investment rupees 80,000, income from prize fund investment rupees 8,000, prizes awarded rupees 6,000. Here you can see solution. On liability side, prize fund rupees 80,000. In that add income from investment rupees 8,000. Subtract prizes awarded rupees 6,000. So 82,000 write in outer column. On asset side, prize fund investment rupees 80,000.